What's going on? So today's video is going to be me reflecting on my life in school. So I've left school, I left school 2 weeks. Tomorrow will be the day since I left school. So yeah, nearly 2 weeks ago now. I'm no longer a schoolboy. I'm now a college boy. I'm not at I'm not starting college until August. But I take the time today to just talk about a little bit about my school experience. So do a little bit on primary, but it'll be mainly about secondary. So yeah, a bit about primary school. What what were they like? Well, my first 3 years were alright, but from P4 onwards I started. I didn't misbehave every day, but I could go a week without misbehaving. I could go and then another week I could just misbehave throughout the entire week. I don't know. It was just me. Some stuff happened in primary school. What my opinion was quite a bit unfair. One of the times I was accused of bullying, which I wasn't. Another time on my residential trip, I got into trouble for not doing anything. So yeah, I didn't like my residential trip. That was P7. We went to Argyle for about Monday to Friday, and we did a lot of outdoor stuff, but I didn't like it at all. So it's not very good memories. The only really good memories of it were the banter and the disco, and the thing was the Thursday night, but that was all what was good about it. So yeah, what else happened in primary school? Oh, I had a unique class. There was this one guy that I really got on with. There was a couple of guys that I was alright with. There was this another guy that I thought was the funniest one in the class, and there was another guy that was my arch nemesis. Did not like him at all. But yeah, also another thing that I enjoyed about primary school was yeah, the Christmas pantomimes. They were amazing, by the way. I also so I was misbehaving a lot. I tried to get away from doing homework for years. I felt I was giving too much homework every night. That was just me. So what else? I can't remember much from primary school actually. It was just, I mean, all I really did every day at lunchtime was just, the worst thing about primary school was if it was raining at lunchtime or break, couldn't go outside. You had to just stay in the classroom doing hee-haw. It was the worst thing ever. Worst thing ever. Some of you will probably understand what I'm talking about. It was either me playing football with some people I knew, or I was indoors if it was raining. So yeah, but I don't remember much in primary school actually. It's secondary school I was going to mainly talk about, because I've just left secondary school. So uh, uh, well, thing about high school, every year was sort of different. Like S1, well, I mean S1 was like the first year. S2 was similar to first year in my opinion. S3 was like you got to choose your own, you start to choose your own subjects, that sort of thing. And S4 was your first exams year. And S5 and S6 supposed to be enjoyable, but COVID. But let's not talk about that. That's a depressing topic. Let's not talk about that. So S5 and S6 were, well, they were somewhat fun. If you take away the lockdown that happened, it was fun. I mean, I got on with most of the people in my year. Uh, Classes were fun this year. Well, maths, maybe not maths, but English was fun. I enjoyed English very much. I enjoyed my class, even though some of them could have been, some of my classmates were a pain in the backside. And if you guys are watching this, you know who you are, okay? Some of them have crap banter, but my teacher was nice. She's probably going to be watching this, so thank you if you are, because the class was great. I did a weird class though, where I had to pick it because I had nothing else to choose because I couldn't do anything else. It's something called bike maintenance. Bike maintenance. It's part of your as part of your well-being class, you had to do bike maintenance. I needed a lot of help to do that, to be honest. I could do simple stuff like take the pedals off and like put the wheel off and put it back on, but it's quite, some of the stuff's quite hard in it, so it's just, yeah. But that was my physics one this year was also okay, but that was mainly my class. The one thing that I remember about this year and the entire 6 years of so being in school is the banter. High school banter is the best. It's the best. The amount of laughs I've had is unbelievable. As I said, there are some people with crap banter, but there's some people, even teachers. There's been a couple of teachers in the past who have had the best banter. You couldn't argue with them. Another thing that I loved about high school were school trips. I've not been on any this year because of COVID, but for the last other 5 years, what have I been on? I've been on you've had your the football trips. The school organised football trips down to Manchester, Newcastle, Liverpool, and all that. And they started out when I was in first year. 4 out of the 6 years there was a football trip of some kind. Right, I've been to St James's Park, Old Trafford, the Etihad, Anfield, Stadium of Light, fortunately, but I went to these stadiums to either see a match and or a tour of the ground. So I've also been on certain trips. I've been shouted at a security guard. I've done a video on my channel about that. Like on the bus down there, we sing along to random songs. And it wasn't this, last year before the lockdown, when see Man United against Wolves. There were people on the bus bought condoms at the service station and was chucking them in the back of the bus. That's a discussion for another time. Is there any other good school trips that I've been on? Third year, the Riverside Museum doing a maths thing. I didn't bother doing the maths challenge. I just went around the museum for like an hour and a half that we were there. So what else? In first year, you had a walk about my town, Paisley, about the history of the town and how it became a dump in a sense. So another thing I remember about school is that, I mean, this was strange when I first came up. You had, you were used to having one teacher in primary school, and now you have about 7 or 8 alone in first year, which was one of the main things that I remember about transition from P7 to first year. You were given your own planner. You were told to wear the uniform, no hoodies or coloured trainers, or you had to bring your tie. If you didn't bring your tie, the teachers would first of all question you why not, and if the head teacher saw you, you would probably get a talking to. But anything else? Oh, aye. Lunch times were, this year and last year, lunch times were rubbish, but I enjoyed second year and third year lunch times because we used to play football. It was our year against the year above. Always, I think it was sort of like the El Clasico of my school. It was sort of like the cup final of my school. Every lunchtime, it was amazing. It was amazing. These are the memories I live with you. I'm quite tired, guys. I apologise, but aye. Lunch times this year, pretty crap. Just because you just sat around in the canteens. I mean, every now and again, in my life in high school, there'll be a fight where the whole school came. That's probably one of my, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but fights were the most exciting thing to happen at school. When the whole school would just come rushing out. But unfortunately, it wouldn't last 10 seconds before a deputy would come out, which is a bit disappointing. But oh well. I have a sore voice as well, which is why I'm sort of rushing as well, but I'll try and stay professional. Was there anything else that I could remember from high school? I've done banter, I've done classes a little bit, there was this one time this year, there was a fight in one of my classes. It was in that bike class that I said there were two guys fighting each other and the teacher had to stop. That was quite funny. I've also I've not actually ever gone into trouble in high school that much. Every now and again I would get told off for something daft, but apart from that, I've not really been in trouble. I've actually been in a fight myself. There was a cut. It's not there anymore, but there was a cut like that. Well, this happened a couple of years ago. It's gone now, but that's what it was. I get pushed into a wall. I had to go to the hospital to get stitches. Yeah, that was fantastic. I think that's high school in a nutshell.